Hey, this is Alex Kapranos.
I'm Bob Hardy.
We're from the band FFS.
And Franz Ferdinand.
And you're watching AMBY.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia from AMBY, and I'd like to welcome you to our interview with Franz Ferdinand. We're here today to discuss FFS, Franz Ferdinand and Sparks. How are you both doing?
Really good.
Thanks.
I know that this is actually the first show on this big North American tour you're embarking on. You arrived in Toronto, I believe it was a couple days back. So how's your time been so far?
Yeah, it was the night before last. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been nice to be in town. It was pissing down with rain yesterday, which was very, very considerate. Made us feel like we're back in Glasgow.
How about yourself?
I've enjoyed my time here. I always do. I like it. It's a nice city.
Awesome. Well, just the fact that you're actually just starting North America, outside of playing these shows, when you're in North America, is there anything that you're looking forward to doing or kind of a must-do for the band?
Well, for me, it's kind of obvious things like going to thrift stores and going shopping for clothes and records and maybe a guitar if that takes my fancy as well.
Yeah, I like some things like guitar shops. There's some good comic book shops that I like in the States. So I like the Beguiling here. I like to go to, and if we're in Montreal, I like to go to the Drawn Up Quarterly shop and various other things around the States.
And then on this tour, I know you're playing songs off of your new self-titled record. I wanted to ask, you're playing songs off of that along with originals from Sparks and Franz Ferdinand. So which songs do you look forward to playing the most live to your fans who are going to catch you on this leg?
I'm trying to think which. I guess it's probably different for each band member, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. I really enjoy playing the Sparks stuff because I get to just sort of pretend I'm. So it's like being a karaoke cover band, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, I kind of enjoy that, but I also enjoy the FFS stuff as well, obviously.
I like playing them all. I mean, I guess it's quite a treat playing the FFS stuff because I suppose that's what the tour is all about, really. And there's certain songs like I really look forward to So Destiny just because it's quite an odd song, and I love looking over and seeing Bob and Nick playing the piano together as if they're playing chopsticks or something. It looks really good. And you know, getting to play the guitar riff of This Town Ain't Big Enough for the Both of Us, that's pretty good fun.
Something I loved about the record, which was released earlier in June, is just the way that you blend both bands effortlessly. I don't hear a song and think that's a Sparks song or that's a Franz song. So is that kind of a conscious decision going into the creation of the album?
Oh, that's really cool because we wanted to create something new. We didn't want to look back on either band's back catalogue or sounds really, but to create a new band and a new sound. And I suppose we're quite lucky really because of the lineups of both bands, the fact that Ron plays keyboards in a way that none of us do, and they don't have a guitarist, a bassist or a drummer, and that Russell's voice is so different from my voice. There was no real overlap, and when you brought the two together, it kind of blended quite well.
I agree, yeah.
There's a song on the album called Collaborations Don't Work. It's very tongue-in-cheek, very cheeky song in itself.
Oh, no, it's not. It's really sincere.
But actually, listening to the song, I was wondering, when you guys wrote that as the title, were you ever thinking to begin with this collaboration actually might not be as flawless and seamless as it was?
Oh, sure. You know, when you start off on any collaboration, you, in the back of your mind, you're aware of all the collaborations that have gone horrendously wrong. But of course, some collaborations work wonderfully, like Lou Reed and Metallica, but others don't go quite as well as that. And you do sometimes worry that yours might be like that.
And we hadn't actually played in a room together until the week before we went into the studio to record the album. So although we were writing via email and sending things back and forth, we'd never actually, the six of us, been in a room playing music. I mean, so you never know what that's going to be like, but it was kind of instantaneously kind of worked.
You just kind of presume that it's going to work. I think there's so much in this world that we're in that you just go on, I guess, a kind of reckless presumption that it is going to work, that you're going to take a chance on it. And if you think about it as well, like Domino, our record label, they paid up front to bring a producer over and all that time in a studio, and we booked shows. We booked shows all summer without actually having a record to no one had heard the album when we were kind of like, okay, let's go and play these shows, But I love doing that in life, taking chances and
Well, something I really took out of the record is very dramatic and theatrical and whimsical. And going into it, was it kind of like there were no rules set in place and we're going to just do what we want?
Yeah, I think for both of our bands, we've gone in directions that we wouldn't normally have gone in. And that was fun because we were stepping outside of the environment in which we were used to working, sort of musically or taste-wise or whatever. You did feel free to try something new. There were no rules that had to be broken. Or had to be stuck by. It was cool.
I've noticed there's especially a ton of characters that you talk about throughout the album. Some here are Johnny Delusional, Call Girl, the Power Couple, and the Dictator's Son. For both of you personally, who's your favorite character on the album?
My favourite character.
Probably the Man Without a Tan.
Yeah.
So I don't really. Yeah, it's just a weird. Still don't quite know what it means.
It's a strange. Well, yeah, I always imagine it's a grey-skinned city guy who spends all his time indoors and finding himself in a redneck town.
Yeah, but there's a lot. I mean, he's got a lot of depth. That character. There's a lot of details about him that I quite enjoy.
Okay, he likes Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Carries a Lucky Dice.
Lemon with no ice.
Yeah, lemon with no ice. That's right. And he has this strange affair with this unnamed character who he returns to see.
Yeah. But we as Franz Ferdinand, we always. Well, every record have we got a character song?
There's loads of character songs. There's Jacqueline, Michael.
When we first started writing Franz Ferdinand songs, that was something that we sort of did, and that's something Sparks have done as well for their whole career, pretty much. So it seemed pretty obvious that those kind of songs would appear on a collaborative record as well.
Yeah, it is good as well, because I think with this record as well, we've gone quite far away from that idea, which is pervasive in rock music, for want of another word, which is that a song has to be a confessional, that a song has to be about, I felt like this when I woke up this morning, so I picked up the guitar, and I feel sad, stroke happy, stroke in love, stroke disappointed with the world, whatever. Instead, you can sort of remove yourself and sort of write more as you would if you were, say, writing for a screenplay or a novel, and create characters and still have the sincerity and depth that you would have from a confessional song, but from a different perspective.
And then working with Sparks, was there anything you took away from them that you actually learned, whether it was having to do with the recording, some songwriting?
Well, I've said this before, but I think that from hanging out with Sparks, I take away the way they're not complacent, even to this many years into their career. They still are very exacting, and they still have as much interest in sort of what's going on around them in contemporary music as I imagine they ever have, and they've never kind of rested on their laurels and just lived off their back catalogue. They're always looking forward and making something new.
Yeah, it's funny. Like I do believe that sort of bands die or they kind of become covers bands that cover their own back catalogue in a way, when they don't progress and they don't try and push their ideas forward. And like Bob says, that's something you can really take from Sparks, the fact that they're still yearning for the new.
Something that's awesome is both of you have actually known Sparks for over a decade.
Yeah, so that's right. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it?
Yeah. So just outside of music, what are some other things that, as a collective between the two bands, that you bond over?
I think we have very similar senses of humour. I think you can tell that from their records and their lyrics over the years, that they're obviously pretty funny, kind of smart guys, and just like us,
Also extremely modest and humble.
So yes, it's just that really. It's just people that you get on with socially. I think that's one of the big secrets of how you get on in a band.
Yeah.
Really.
I mean, there's other things that come up personally as well. Like you might talk about art or film. I enjoy talking to Ron about film. He's got a really good knowledge of film, and Russell studied film as well. And so it's fun to talk about your favorite movies with those guys, because they know their stuff.
Awesome. And I'm glad you actually brought up film there, because just on a side note, your music videos for this project have been amazing.
Oh, right, yeah.
I saw just like cheeky lyrics to touch on too, just for Piss Off. It was such a done video.
It's bizarre, isn't it?
It's very bizarre, but it's so well done. So are there any other music videos that you really love, whether they're newer or older?
There was one, I'm trying to remember. There's a band called, is it The Dens or something like that? Something Dens? I just saw it today for the first time. Do you know the band I'm talking about?
Would it be like Lower Dens, maybe?
Lower Dens, that's it, yeah.
Actually, they're playing here, I think, tonight.
No way!
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not joking.
I think everyone's playing in Toronto.
Oh, man. I saw one of their videos for the first time today. The sort of glammy one with the girl. I liked that. That was pretty cool.
Nice.
I like the video for Money for Nothing by Dire Straits. You know that one? Phew, I remember. It's funny. I guess I saw that for the first time when I was 12 or something like that, and it blew my mind. Like you're like, whoa, this is what the future's gonna look like.
I think Hot Chip always have good videos.
Yes.
One for Hirachi Lights was really good.
Hirachi Lights, amazing.
Yeah.
And the song after that where he's wearing the blue coat.
Oh yeah, that was
creepy,
really. Oh,
kind
it's
of-
so creepy, isn't
Yeah,
it?
but it's just they're really kind of filmic.
Yeah,
and just, lots of great ideas. And their earlier videos, like the one with the green screen thing.
Oh, over and over.
Yeah, that was really funny.
Yeah. I thought Lexus's acting in that
Yeah.
when you were talking about it was
Really
really good.
good.
Yeah, excellent.
Awesome. Well, just to wrap everything up today, for all of your fans who are going to be viewing our interview, is there any message you'd like to send to them all?
Oh, be cool and be excellent to one another. You will anyway, so you don't need to hear that from me.
Beautiful. Well, on that note, I just want to say a massive thank you to both of you for your time
Oh,
today.
thank you.
We've been
Cheers.
wanting to do this for a
Nice-
long time, so really
Nice to chat
appreciate
to you.
it.
Thank you.
Same with you. And remember, everyone viewing, you can visit us at amusicblog.com for all sorts of interviews, features, videos, and so much more with your favorite bands. We'll see you next time.